Are we going into Wizards homework? Because that's a great segue to start this fucking thing off.
Yeah, man.
Let's fucking do it.
Give me the banner.
I'm getting the banner. Don't worry.
Okay, well, that's how I know when to cut it up for the videos.
All right. And
So the Spotify's going to say,
There's
give
the
me the banner.
If you are new to the show or you just tuned in, every week one of us will assign the group homework. Last week, Handsome Kevin dropped this doozy in our lap. Battlebowl 93, WCW. It was just the main event, the 16-man Battle Royal. Handsome Kevin, why did you choose Battlebowl 93?
a couple of reasons. I remember it a lot better than it was. You start there. But even going into it, I knew it was one of those things that wasn't going to hold up. But I remember the final, was it the final 3 there? And I remember loving it. And going back, like some of this stuff just doesn't hold up. And I wanted to revisit it. And that was kind of the main thing. And I wanted to watch a battle royal, man. I love battle royals. So you kind of team all those things together. There was some really good components to this match. Does it hold up? No. After watching it twice, did I wish I picked option A? Yeah. but let's talk about it.
All right. So if you're not familiar with the Battle Bowl concept, there was a very horny Mean Gene and Fifi.
Oh my God, dude. Mean Gene was on fire, bro.
On fire, bro. He was borderline like
He needed a fucking bucket of water, that old fucking
Jesus
horn dog.
Christ.
Yeah, but if you remember watching him on Legends House, that's Mean
That's who
Gene.
he
That's
is.
how he is. Yeah.
You watch him the last
understand.
year at WCW with Major Guns and all them. Forget
You
it.
could have watched him in 82. That's who Mean is.
But like to go back and watch this, like he is on a stage with the roller, right there. It's random tag teams. They just get put together. It could be 2 good guys, 2 bad guys, 1-1. And like, he's just fucking horning it up for, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. I watched like the first 2 matches. But anyway, so they put the names in the tumbler and then we get random tag teams and then can they coexist? And if you win your match, then you advance to the Battle Bowl and the winner gets a ring. So these were the 16 men who advanced. Big Van Vader and Cactus Jack, they were a team. I watched this match. Vader is just punches Harley Race for shits and giggles. Brian Knobbs, Johnny B. Bad, the Shockmaster and Paul Orndorff. King Kong, who definitely lived up to the name, and Dustin Rhodes, Sting and Jerry Sags, Flair and Stunning Steve Austin, Rick Rude, Shanghai Pierce, Road Warrior Hawk, and Rip Rogers. They have this grandiose entrance, and Rip Rogers is the last person.
That was
entering,
hysterical.
and he looks like he just came out of Buck Zumoff's jail cell.
Oh shit.
What did you guys think of the Battle Royale?
I thought it went a little long, but I was pretty entertained during a lot of this.
The final 3 was ridiculously long. There's
Yeah.
no reason to like we get it. Sting's the fucking babyface against the 2 heels. That went insanely long.
The final, dude. When they got down to the final 9?
Final
Yeah,
4.
there was a long
No,
period
that
where
9
just
when
the
it was like the
same
Nasty
people.
Boys, Sting, Vader, Rude, Flair. You're like, someone just go over the fucking top.
Yeah, but then when they did. There was
Yeah,
like,
there were 5 people in a row, basically in like 30 seconds.
I want
Shockmaster,
to. Here's my thing. I want to go back to the Crockett days where it was Tony Schiavone and David Crockett, because I don't remember Tony Schiavone being this bad back in this time period. He was fucking awful. I really thought I was watching AEW with some of the dumb shit he was. I'm not even joking. Like Jesse's trying to hold it together, and Tony Schiavone's like off on another fucking planet. I don't remember him always being this bad. Was he this bad during the Nitro era? Was he this bad in the Jim Crockett era?
I didn't notice anything weird. I don't know what you like. Do you have any like examples?
I don't remember. I just remember him saying like dumb shit that didn't mean anything to anything. And
So I've been watching a lot of Nitro recently, and he's definitely propped up by Bobby. definitely propped up by
Mhm.
Bobby big time. In this match itself, Flair never really eliminated.
No, he was.
Oh,
They called it off.
They worked because this
Starcade.
is
Injured.
this is the setup to earlier, somewhere in the middle of the show, they reveal its career versus title at Starcade between Vader and Flair. When Vader drops the elbow to his
Right on his fucking
bro, props to Ric Flair. He screamed like a motherfucker.
He's not windmilling that night, that's for sure.
I didn't like and I'm happy that they emphasized the like pointing out like if you're on the ramp you're not eliminated, but it was overly used, and
I
then
hated that.
the really anticlimactic ending too.
Yeah.
And then Austin just rolled off the fucking
Rolled
thing.
off, yeah.
Well, no, he realized that he got. Did you notice he got mad when he hit the apron like he was or on the stage when he got eliminated? Like so he's like, "Motherfucker, I'm out."
Yeah.
Like, no, you're not. Oh wait, I better roll off the stage then. Now I'm out.
At one point, Vader throws Sting over the top rope, but it onto the ramp. It's like, come on, you fucking idiot!
And
You know,
Harley
there's
Race is like
so
throwing a
much
fucking
other-
fit. That Harley Race was a fucking problem. You see him try and tip over the fucking the fucking gurney when Flair was on it.
Because he's got heat with Flair for a long time.
Oh,
man.
they're
Yeah.
putting it over on commentary.
Flair went after him like halfway through the match. He
Yeah,
runs through
he just-
the thing and goes after him.
I do like that there were certain parts in the Battle Royal where people were outside and they were like very clear to be like he went through the middle rope, so he's not
Yeah.
eliminated. I also loved how Vader at one point used the old the clap on the back of somebody's head. But man, there was a lot of like matchups in here in this Battle Royal where you're like I wish I could have seen a Ric Flair Steve Austin feud. I wish I could have seen a Ric Flair Paul Orndorff, like Rick Rude Paul Orndorff. Like there's so many like possibilities. This era Dustin Rhodes is fucking phenomenal too.
Yeah.
He was coming into his own, yeah.
Other
A
than
lot of
maybe,
good
like,
sequences.
yeah, other than maybe like one or two guys, like this, the 16 guys in this fucking match are like, holy shit, what a roster! Like, what the fuck?
And those
Like,
two guys were King Kong and Shockmaster.
yes,
Shanghai
but even
Kid.
Shockmaster. Like I was thinking about this. If Shockmaster didn't have the way he came in and he just debuted Shockmaster as like, I know it's gonna sound corny, but like this giant like monster badass electrician, like to me that like that would work. I'm like, all right, what? Like it's WCW, we got ding dongs, we got all this motherfucking shit. Let's make this guy a motherfucking badass electrician and let's let him fucking. beat
Oh
the
my
shit out of
God, they could have fucking had him wiring the cage where Abdullah the Butcher got shot.
him. Exactly.
Like we went to our specialist, the Shockmaster. Oh,
You don't even need to pull the handle. It does that for you. It just that's how good I am at this electricity stuff.
He's like, I hooked it up to the clapper. Watch this.
What just like the fucking Starcade 93 too, just Shockmaster and King Kong, they blow off their feud, just in case you guys were wondering.
Oh, I'll be able to
Thank
sleep
goodness.
tonight. Thank you.
They stood in that corner and just like hugged each other for like 10 minutes of that match.
There's one part where like they get like a close up and you hear Shockmaster says, "I'm gonna rip your eyes out."
Yeah, it
Wow.
was the finish was super anticlimactic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was disappointed in that. There was a good sequence when Steve goes off the top and Stinger lifts his boot, catches him there, and Stinger jumps up and catches Vader. Like that was a good sequence. This match, especially for a battle royal, had quite a few like good spot sequences in it, but the ending being just Stinger jumping over the top, like I was like, no, that's not what I want to see. That's not how I want it to go down. Like I wanted something more.
He didn't even hit the corner. He went over like the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Him as a
a
House of Fire, though, I fucking love it. Like,
Oh,
when
the
he's
place was going
nuts.
crazy for
Yeah,
him.
when he's going nuts on Vader and Austin, and just it is amazing.
The crowd was so into the end, they were chanting "Whoop! There it is."
Oh my God. Yes.
I wrote that
And you have
down.
Sting and Steve Austin and Vader in the match, and they're chanting "Whoop! There it is."
It's like, is Mabel there someplace?
Oh, the early '90s.
Throw your hands in the air.
And I just had to look, right? Because this is that era where, if you believe all the rumors, that this was supposed to be Sid beating
Yes.
Vader
Yeah.
at Starcade, but then of course the scissor situation takes place. Because I was like, I'm watching the Battle Royal, and I'm like, does Sting win this? Because that'd be really fucking
I was
weird.
thinking that too.
That would be really weird if he wins, because I know Starrcade is Vader Flair, and I don't know what Flair does after Starrcade, because it's.
I think he feuds with Ricky Steamboat for a little while.
Does he go
Yeah,
back
he
to
does.
Steamboat? Does he go back to?
Because 94, it's like the Spring Stampede or the Slamboree is Steamboat Flair. That's
Yeah,
Spring
Super Brawl 4 is a rematch with Vader in the Thunder Cage.
And Spring
And
Stampede
then-
94 is Steamboat Flair.
Yep. And then Slamboree is Sting Vader for the vacant WCW International Championship match. Oh, Flair Wyndham at Slamboree 94. Yeah, real fucking weird time.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
Was Too Cold Scorpio one of the people that
The
came
guy
out-
that was on the stretcher with the stretch.
With that purple fit, bro. He was
Oh my
looking
god,
fly.
with the fucking hat and everything.
And why? Like, why would he come out?
I was thinking that it was probably like whoever was like in Gorillas, like, you, what are you doing? Nothing. Hey, get out there. It could have been anybody. If like Paul Roma was back there, it would have been Paul Roma. If like fucking Barry,
They
it
all
would have been
just
anyone.
fucking they all just
Brad Armstrong was back there, it would have been Brad Armstrong.
They all just grabbed a limb to put
Oh, God.
And he's screaming, "Don't move me! Don't move me!"
Oh god, Ventura had this. Going back to commentary with Ventura, they were talking about the Nasty Boys, and they were saying like Shivani was like, "What if it comes down to the Nasty Boys?" And normally when like then they'll say, "Well, then they'll have to fight each other." And Jesse the Body Ventura was like, "Well, obviously, Shivani, one of them would just have to leave the ring, and then they would split it, split the ring." And then Shivani was like, "They're gonna split the ring. How would you do that?" Well,
Yep.
it was like one wear it on Monday, and then the other person wear it the next day. He's like, "Why not?" And then he's like, "Well, how about they just put it in a trophy case, and neither one of them has to wear the ring?" And I'm like, "That's fucking brilliant."
Yeah,
It
Jesse
really
had
was,
no fucking
yeah.
tolerance for Tony Schiavone, even when they worked together in WWE.
I always said my biggest like flaw with Ventura was like he felt like he had to outsmart you every single time he spoke, but this time it really wasn't that hard to do. Like, or they can just put it in the case and neither one of them has to wear the ring. Shivani. I was like, touche.
And there's precedence for that too in the NWA. I remember reading in one of the old PWIs when I was a kid. They had a battle royal at a house show, and Hawk and Animal were the last two guys. So Paul Ellering came in, flipped a coin, and fucking Hawk eliminated himself. So Animal won the $25,000 for the battle royal. Of course, they all split it and fucking went to Shoney's or whatever. But you know,
This is also that weird time, if you recall. Vader and Rude square off, and they're like, "It's the world champion against the international world champion." And this is that squirrely time when they had two fucking world champions.
yeah. So Vader had the
big
it was-
gold belt.
no, Rick Rude had the
Rude
big
had the
gold
big
belt.
gold.
The international,
Oh, okay.
yeah. It was all due to the NWA split.
Oh
and all
yeah,
that
yeah,
nonsense.
that's right. The Japan thing, I think too, and yeah,
The Japan thing. Yes,
and then
absolutely.
Vader had the smaller plate WCW World Heavyweight Championship that
The Ron
Simmons had.
And then Rude broke his back in Japan. You know.
Fucking sin, man.